So have you ever wanted a chainsaw for off-roading? I have always carried a small, lightweight, collapsible buck saw that I use for hiking, and it works, but I've come across some decent-sized trees down across the trail that needed to be removed and wished I had a chainsaw. So I got this Greenworks 80-volt lithium chainsaw, and it's been fantastic. So I figured I'd give it a little bit of a review here. So if you're interested in getting a chainsaw that's easily carried in your off-road vehicle, you might want to consider this one. So usually for the big wood chores, I usually use this Husqvarna. It's a 455 Rancher. It's, you know, a medium duty chainsaw, and it does fantastic against the bigger trees that I have out here on the property. So I've done quite a bit of tree clearing out here, and with the bigger trees, this is usually the best option. But with the four-wheel driving, I like to carry a chainsaw because sometimes you'll come across a tree in the path, and so I carry this. This is a little bit easier. I don't have to worry about toting gas and everything else. It's a Greenworks Pro. It's a 80-volt lithium battery. So it's been a really good little chainsaw. I had originally I bought one, and the chain tensioner gave out pretty soon after I got it. I probably only used it 2 or 3 times, and I called the company. Of course, it was during COVID, so that could have been the reason they were a little bit slow to respond. But I finally did get an email back from them giving me a service center that was fairly close. So I drove up, dropped it off, and they wound up giving me a brand new chainsaw. So I've got 2 of the 80-volt batteries. I keep them both charged. I've already gone through one today. I just decided to test this and see. So I had all of this wood that I cut up, and that was all done with a single battery on the Greenworks. So as you can tell, you can get quite a bit of juice out of it, and as you notice, these are fairly good sized logs. So it's not just for small stuff that you might come across on the trail. So I've actually been using it most of the day. I did use the Husqvarna on a couple of larger trees. I was clearing some stuff out there, and it was a little easier just to use the gas, but I did use the electric at one point out there as well. So it's done quite well today. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut up this log with the Greenworks and show you just how well it cuts. So as you can see, did a pretty good job. That's I've got large hands. That's a fairly decent sized log for an electric chainsaw, so it does pretty well. Now, the Husqvarna would have done that a lot faster with a lot more authority, but the fact that you can do it with this little electric is super cool. When you're on the trail, you have a tree this size come down, you're only going to need to make a couple of cuts, and that is a 16-inch bar. So you can take a fairly good sized tree, make a couple of cuts, get your winch line or your tow strap on that log and get it out of your way and continue on down the trail. So yeah, highly recommended. Nice little chainsaw, especially for just throwing in your vehicle and going. So there's a quick view of my Greenworks Pro 80-volt lithium in action, and hopefully if you were considering a chainsaw to carry in your off-road vehicle, this will be of help to you. Thanks for watching.